What's up guys, it's Jake Shell here, and from the last What If, you guys seem to really enjoy it. And it really made me actually want to do a part 2 to this. It was a nice response, bearing in mind that it is technically like me creating a new path for Asta. So the support before was greatly appreciated. The part 2 will be including things that's happened after Asta's confrontation with Yuno, where Asta and Yuno were actually deemed to not even be friends at that point, due to actually forgetting their promise. If you guys enjoyed the last What If and you're ready for this one, hit the like button, and for everyone that hasn't already, subscribe, turn on the notifications to receive my videos and more Black Clover content. It's quarantine season and I'm still gonna be coming with the bangers with the content. Alright, carrying on with the story. 6 months later, when Asta and Yuno had been training for this point, they have been using their grimoires to the best of their ability for 6 months, and today was the day they had time to change their lives forever. The Magic Knights entrance exam. Magic Knights were seen by everyone in the nation as someone who went to the front lines, risking their lives to save everyone from disruption of peace to the nation. This allowed them to be widely respected and given accolades. Furthermore, there were 9 squads of mages that directly worked under the Wizard King's command. There was some kind of birds at this time randomly going around pecking people. Asta had like around 20 birds pecking him also. He quite became annoyed at this. By this, he actually shouted, "Why the hell are these birds on me?" And someone replies cheekily, "It's because your magic is so low," which ended up causing a few sniggers across the whole stage, making him more angry. Straight away, he turns around to see Yuno and checks his status, and by the time he saw him, he realized that Yuno had no birds around him. Asta expected this and realized his emotions were letting out. He quickly became calm and stopped getting angry, causing him to actually reach a state called this zone instinct. Zone instinct is something Asta was unknowingly doing during his time of training, which boosts his senses, allowing him to concentrate on one part of his 5 senses to make it its actual optimum level. He found this out as every night and early morning he would go outside, aiming to learn from different things rather than humans. For example, being able to hear like an owl. Asta was determined to allow even the smallest of creatures to show their potential, since people tend to look down on him and make that claim. Asta made usefulness of anything around him. Within this, he examined every day and every night. Asta walking irritated due to these birds having pecked him so many times. He even had to walk around with his eyes closed so they don't get in his eye. And then he bumped into something tall and strong. Asta had the birds fly away from him instantly, and he was confused. When he opened his eyes, he saw for the first time someone else who looked more physically stronger than him, and he couldn't believe it. The way he looked, and Asta felt from his instinct that he's achieved that this was a different type of feeling than he's felt before. This instinct was actually sensing of danger. Asta thought he was part of the entrance. He apologized, and before he could leave, the tall man says, "Do you want to die?" Asta answers, "What do you mean? Do you?" This resulted to the man picking up Asta by the head, and Asta is shocked. He wonders how did he even get in this mess in the first place, and he blames and curses the birds. After this, someone calls out the tall man's name as Mr. Yami, and there were whispers going around, people scared of this name called Yami, and through this, Asta finds out he is the captain of the Magic Knight squad. Asta does not want to join the squad as he sees Yami as insane and crazy. After this exchange, Yami tells Asta to appreciate the fact he didn't even kill him. The captain of the Magic Knights appeared afterwards and to be greeted with great reception by the contestants. They actually are the people that creates a big impact within the nation. This is the first time we actually see the Golden Dawn captain, William Vengeance, with gleaming smile, provides all the entries with brooms. They are tasked to fly on the broomstick as the first test. Asta knew already this wasn't going to work. Instead of trying, he didn't even try. He already knew the result until he saw Yuno. Yuno was flying like a natural. Nothing in the world mattered, and then Asta was disgusted at being beneath Yuno. He was aggravated, and at the difference in magical power, he grabs the broom and tries again. And again and again. While he's trying, people around him laugh. This causes him to snap the broom out of anger, and the laughter then stopped. He then met a guy called Seke. He was Seke, and Asta wasn't too fond of talking to him. Seke tries to explain how to fly with a broom while Asta actually lets him know he has no magic. Seke then lets Asta feel comfortable by explaining to him he doesn't mind if Asta has magic or not, but he would like to help. This makes Asta smile for the first time to someone other than Sister Lily. Just the fact that someone has magic and acknowledges the fact that he is good at what he does makes him very thankful. Each task, Asta kept failing, even with Seke's help, bit by bit, one by one, until it reached the last exam. This is when Asta's last chance was shown to actually prove himself in any way, shape or form. He suggested Seke they should fight, and Seke says he was about to say the same thing, and that they should try their best. Then, as they walk time to the fight, Asta wishes luck upon Seke, and to his surprise, Seke turns around and says, "You can stop acting like you can get in the Magic Knight squad now. You are just a filthy rat with no magic. I'll finish you off to look good, and then you can go back to the boonies for the rest of your pathetic life." Asta didn't reply. He just stood in the ring and said nothing. Some may say he was even speechless. Some may say that he's actually about to awaken a beast. But all in all, it's clear and visible. Asta was void. The match begins and Asta doesn't even move. Everyone believes that the Magic Knights captains weren't even bothered to watch because they felt that Asta was just going to lose from the get. But one captain in particular kept a close eye on the fight. Seke activates his magic to make it a defensive shield and a good attacking force, which some were impressed with. As Seke rolls up to look at Asta, he sees a demonic figure behind him. Asta was then created him to be stuck in his tracks. He couldn't speak or move. The whole crowd wondered why Seke stopped, and they would turn to Asta. And then you see a smile. You see Asta with one red eye. Asta then shouts back, "What was that? You disgusting twisted bully?" And Asta, with insanely fast speed, draws out his anti-magic sword and his fifth lift grimoire, and before you know it, covers the large distance between the two and thrusts his sword through the barrier of Seke, which absolutely created a strong air pressure which causes Seke to soar high as a hot air balloon through the sky, and was absolutely drained of all his magic. Everyone in the Magic Knights captain squad looked upon this, and as Seke is falling from the sky with no control, unable to breathe, Asta looks with a sinister look and holds his sword vertically, which by the projection shows Eke was about to land on the tip of the sword. Everyone looks upon this in despair, thinking this is the end for Seke and a fatality for one of the contestants due to falling from that height. But then a branch long enough to cover the whole distance grabs Seke and places him gently on the ground. Asta looks so baffled, and then as he looks to the direction on the right shoulder, he sees the Golden Dawn captain looking down, and while everyone saw Asta as a demonic evil peasant, You could almost see a gleaming smile from the captain. Asta promised that he will not allow a single person moving forward to easily come into his heart. It was the last test, and everyone must step up, and one of the Magic Knight captains would pick the person if they liked them or not from what they saw. The next turn was Yuno, and Asta merely peeking to see if he would be chosen by. And no surprise, all the captains' respective squads raised their arms up high to pick him. This shocked the whole crowd. Yuno seemed in the best position and made up his mind. He then decided, I choose the Golden Dawns. This created his position to be Wizard King much easier, as Golden Dawns is the most respected and efficient group in the nation. Asta's turn is next up, and that is where this part ends. This was another fun to make part, as it was able to show more and more deviousness from Asta, all around changing back to more evil ways, especially having influence of the fifth leaf Grimoire. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you haven't clicked the like button, that would be greatly appreciated, and hit the notification bell as I said, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching my video again, and as I said to the new and old people, enjoy.